Thank you for joining us for this overview and demonstration of StorHouse Trusted Edge for policy-driven migration management. The explosion taking place in enterprise storage requirements is undeniable, and organizations understand that it's no longer a viable option to continue tackling their organization's storage challenges using the same old approaches of the past. In fact, while there's been an almost exponential growth in the quantity of information being stored and managed, the approaches for key processes like backups, data migration, and for right-sizing storage cost to match information retrieval requirements have largely failed to keep pace. Storage solutions like the StorHouse Intelligent Storage Management Platform from FileTech provide a rich environment for delivering transparent access and assurance of information at the lowest cost per petabyte of storage. But the move to a new way of storing information can raise questions that need answers before organizations can feel comfortable moving to a new way of doing things. What files can I migrate from their current location? How often are they being accessed? How much of my current storage can I reclaim? How will users find their files? How do I know all of my files are safe and intact? And how can I keep things under control in the future? StorHouse Trusted Edge provides the answers. And more than that, it allows you to transform answers into actions by implementing storage policies that ensure your files are stored and accessible in a manner that meets your specific business requirements. And by using an integrated system that includes analysis, migration, and intelligent storage management, you'll enjoy the benefits of StorHouse's closed-loop approach as you deploy the system today and leverage it in the years ahead. Let's take a look at how the software works. StorHouse Trusted Edge is a graphical application that provides at-your-fingertips access to status information, storage analysis, and application functionality. The main portion of the application window is dedicated to providing status and results information on the most recently completed file migration, synchronization, and validation operations. The all green and complete status of the jobs in this window tell me that the most recently run processes were completed without issue. But let's configure some jobs of our own to see how simple the process can be. For our first job, let's configure a Trusted Edge process to analyze existing server-based storage within our environment. The first step in defining a new job is to click the New button to start the Trusted Edge wizard. We give the job a name and description. Since this job will examine data on our operations server, we'll call the job Ops Storage Review and enter a short description. Next, we'll click on the Type pull-down to specify the type of job we want to perform. As you can see, Trusted Edge supports a rich set of job types from copy to migrate to synchronize and even link management and file verification using multi-mode hashes. Since we're following FileTech's analyze, migrate, and manage process, we'll start the job to gather statistics about the current storage location. Next, we'll specify the storage location to analyze. Using Trusted Edge, we can examine an entire drive or specify portions of the directory tree. Moving through the wizard, we can further specify the types of files that are included in the analysis, and this specification can occur based on name, type, or even the size or age of the file and its date of last access. For our analysis, we'll include all files, but in a later example, we'll show how this powerful specification capability can give us pinpoint control of the types of files on which Trusted Edge operates. Just as we can specify files for inclusion in the work performed by StorHouse, we can specify files that should be excluded from consideration of the job being performed. Finally, the last step in the job configuration process involves the Trusted Edge scheduling engine. As you can see, Trusted Edge provides complete flexibility and control over when jobs are run, and each job can be configured to execute according to its own unique schedule. Because we want to execute a single run of this job right now, we'll skip the scheduling process and proceed in the wizard. We can review our job settings and click the Start Immediately box to enable the job to start right now. At this point, Trusted Edge is performing an analysis of the target storage location using the parameters we specified. When the job completes, we can select the Stats Report icon to view the results of the analysis. The first report displayed shows storage utilization by age. Within the category of age, Trusted Edge summarizes information based on file creation date and the date of last access. As we can see in the chart, a large portion of the data stored on this primary storage volume has not been accessed in over 1 year, which makes it an outstanding candidate for migration to StorHouse. The storage utilization by file extension report slices the data by file type. In this case, I can see that stored VMware system images, large zip files, and Outlook PST files are the largest consumers of storage. Toggling the storage utilization by file size range report with the storage utilization by file count report quickly shows me that a very small number of extremely large files are a major driver in the storage use on the volume being examined. As you can see, Trusted Edge provides a rich set of reports that deliver rapid access to all of the analysis data needed to answer questions and support decisions regarding storage-related actions. Based on the data gathered during the analysis, we can reclaim a significant percentage of the space on this primary storage volume by having Trusted Edge implement a storage policy performing the following action. Identify all files on the system that have not been accessed in over 1 year, and migrate those files to StorHouse, and hash verify that the migration completed successfully while leaving behind a smart pointer to the relocated file that will let both users and applications have instant access to those files from their original location. Moving forward, rerun the job every Sunday night at midnight to identify new files that have not been accessed in a year and perform the same type of migration and smart linking. Let's see how easy it would be to implement that type of policy using Trusted Edge. I start by clicking on the New button to create a new job definition. I name the job Ops Storage Unaccessed Data Migration and give it a short description. From the Type menu, I select the Migrate option, which will relocate qualifying data to StorHouse and provide the option of leaving behind a smart pointer to the relocated files in their original location. Next, I select the source location, which is the same directory on which I just ran the analysis. Additionally, I select a location within the StorHouse directory structure where I'd like the relocated files to be placed. The hash type selector provides access to a powerful set of file verification algorithms designed to both confirm and document successful file transfer operations. Trusted Edge supports leading algorithms such as MD5 and SHA-1, while also providing a multi-mode hash verification capability whereby both MD5 and SHA-1 keys for the source file and transferred file are calculated, compared, verified, and stored as part of a file-by-file audit trail maintained by the system. For our transfer, we'll use the multi-mode hash verification option. We'll leave the other option flags set to their defaults, including leaving the option set to have Trusted Edge copy security information from the source to destination, so that user access and permissions for all migrated files will be identical to those of the original source. Finally, I instruct Trusted Edge to leave behind a symbolic link for all migrated files. Symbolic links, or their counterpart Internet Shortcut URLs, provide an intelligent pointer from the original file location to the migrated file now located in StorHouse. Using these smart shortcuts, users can continue to access their files from the original location on the server, and they'll be automatically redirected to their data, which has been migrated to StorHouse using Trusted Edge. Clicking on the Next button, I can now specify that I only want files that have not been accessed in over a year to be migrated. To do that, I click on the Date tab and use the pull-down in the Date Access section to select a relative date range for files whose last access date is older than 365 days. Using this mechanism will allow us to capture all of the target files with the initial execution of this policy. But it will also allow us to have this same policy on an ongoing basis control storage use by incrementally migrating files that have not been accessed in the past year. Clicking Next will allow us to move to the Exclude tab that would allow us to carve out any files that are not part of our target set. For our process, we'll include everything with the last access date over a year old. Clicking Next will take us to the Schedule tab. From a schedule perspective, we'll configure the system to perform the ongoing analysis and migration of files on a weekly basis each Sunday night at midnight. I click on the New button to create a schedule item called Sunday Night Migration that executes at midnight every Sunday. Finally, we'll click on the Next button to view a summary of our job definition and to tell the system to immediately execute the first instance of this job by selecting the Start Immediately box before hitting the Finish button. As we hit Finish, we're returned to the main Trusted Edge window, where we can see that the migration job has been initiated and is executing. At this point, we could shut down the Trusted Edge interface if desired, since Trusted Edge jobs are executed by a managed service that runs even if users are not logged into the system or running the Trusted Edge interface. For our purposes, we'll let the job complete so that we can see the results of the migration and briefly explore the logging, audit trail, and data assurance tracking that is integrated within Trusted Edge. As the job completes, we see the green bar indicating a successful completion. In the event of an issue, this bar would be yellow or red, indicating issues requiring attention. In those cases, obtaining details on the job results is as easy as selecting the job and hitting the error report icon. Clicking on the Summary Report button provides an at-a-glance overview of the results of the job, including the number of files processed and the actions taken as per the job definition. Let's take a look at the migration work done by Trusted Edge as part of the job we just ran. If we navigate to the original location of the data on our source system, we can see that all of the files still appear to be in their source location. But what we are actually looking at are intelligent links that were created by Trusted Edge after it had migrated our data to StorHouse. You can see that the size associated with each of these links is actually 0 kilobytes, since what we are looking at are simply links. But for users, these links represent simple and seamless access to their files, because users can still navigate to the original location of the data and access files, but their access to those files and data actually comes from StorHouse. For example, if I click on this intelligent link to the associated Word document, the file opens as it normally would. It's simple, instant, and automatic, using StorHouse and Trusted Edge. No impact on users, but tremendous savings in value for the organization, given that the file is now accessed from storage that costs up to 90% less than the disk on which it was originally located. To reiterate what we just saw, the ability for StorHouse to intelligently migrate files to lowest cost storage while providing seamless user access can drive an up to 90% reduction in file storage costs, while delivering an identical experience for users in the way that they work with and access their data. Finally, we can briefly take a look at a sample hash check report that documents and affirms that every file migrated as part of a Trusted Edge process was handled on a bit-perfect basis with respect to its name, size, permissions, and content. For example, this report, called Lab Data Hash Verification, was generated to confirm the identical nature of two data locations after a large-scale data migration was performed. As with other Trusted Edge processes, a quick glance at the screen with the green completed indicator shows us that this job was processed successfully. However, we can select this job and then press the Hash Report button to view a detailed report of the results that were obtained from the comparison that was performed. In cases where users run hash verification jobs, Trusted Edge actually computes both MD5 and SHA-1 hash values for each the source and destination files and then compares the results to guarantee the identical nature of each and every file. This report, and all Trusted Edge reports, are printable and exportable to a variety of standard formats for use in information sharing and documentation. So in an environment where the goal is to deploy an integrated system that includes analysis, migration, and intelligent storage management capabilities, StorHouse provides the scalable and long-term storage platform that runs in parallel with your existing systems. And Trusted Edge delivers the policy-driven capabilities to identify, migrate, and verify appropriate data on an ongoing basis to deliver a unified storage experience for both users and applications. For more information on StorHouse or the Trusted Edge Intelligent Migration Management Platform, contact your authorized FileTech partner or connect with FileTech at www.filetech.com.